The time has come.
For us to make hay.
Oh yes, we are going to hitch up the mower to the Sammy and cut the grass. Because here's our beautiful field of meadow grass. There's very few weeds in it because we did spray it earlier in the year, and it's topped very early on, and there's hardly anything left in the bottom now, so really happy with what we've got. It's not a massive crop, Max, is it?
No.
It's not really heavy, so hopefully it will make quite quickly, because as you can see behind us, there's quite a lot of cloud, and I can actually feel rain. So
I can't.
Max
I don't know what you're on about.
Now, I'm a very nervous haymaker, I'll be honest. It's one of the things that stresses me out, mainly because I used to do it for customers years ago quite a lot, and they used to stress me out, and I think that's just sort of, should we say, I've inherited their stress about it. But the worst case scenario, right, so we've now got, I'm going to put a screenshot of the weather forecast up beside us. There, Max, you stand there a second, there we go. That is the weather forecast. As you can see, it says dry right through until Thursday. So all being well,
And today's Sunday.
Today's Sunday, yes, Sunday to Thursday. So I'm hoping, as it's quite a light crop, this is going to make within probably bale Wednesday. Now the baling will be on here. The full mowing video, the full tedding video and the full raking video will be on Machinery Nation, because we're doing those product videos for manufacturers, for FPM machinery on behalf of Farm Tech Supplies. Now, I haven't made hay. When was the last time I made hay? 14 years ago, Max, probably. 13 years ago, probably, maybe. Anyway, I haven't done it for a while. Love it, absolutely love doing it. So we're going to hitch up the mow now to Sammy. We're going to get cutting, because it doesn't matter about cutting it while it's still a little bit damp in the air. Ideally, the sun would be out and the sugar would be high in the grass, but we've got to go with what we can, because this day and age, you don't get like 2 or 3 weeks full dry weather where you think, oh yes, haymaking, yeah, let's do it. Not like they did in the 80s. So the plan is Sammy on the mower, tedder and the rake, and then the Ford
5610. The Ford 5610 on the baler.
Yeah,
New
exactly.
Holland 377 with a Ford 5610.
And what have you just bought, Max?
A flat 8.
A flat 8. So we're going to weld the bracket on this week as well, and that can go on the Manitou. And then what are you putting on the Coyote?
The 16-foot Nugent trailer to pick up all the bales.
Yeah, so Max is going to be picking up the bales. I'll be there in the Manitou loading them on with a flat 8. So we're going to have loads of fun, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right. So I suggest, worst case scenario, that's right, that's what I was going to say, is let's say it doesn't quite make to hay, because the weather changes or something like that, or it stays like this and doesn't actually get that hot. But they say you've got 24, 25 degrees now next couple of days, so it should be okay. But if that doesn't happen, we are going to get my neighbour involved, because he's got a round baler and a wrapper. So worst case scenario, we'll make some pretty good haylage, and then Max can feed that to a sheep and Molly can feed that to her pony if we don't make hay, because then we've got another field out there. There's another 5 acres out there that we're going to make hay for later in the year when we can use the baler. But we need to get on and make these product videos for FPM and Farm Tech Supplies. So it's important we get that done. So we're going to do this, take a risk on it and go for it. Let's do it.
Right, let's start the Sammy up. Right, let's fold it up. Now it's all hitched up.
Right, so we're just putting the finishing touches on the mower. Go on, Maxie, peel it back off. Nice. Satisfying? Good?
Uh-huh.
Yes, look at that. Looking good, isn't it, Max?
Uh-huh.
Wicked. Now, stickers is not my favourite thing to do in the world, but that seems to have gone all right. It's probably unlevel, but that's what we can do. Right, so those videos were from like 4 weeks ago, because Max and I went in for lunch and looked at the forecast and everything had changed. Now, over the last 4 weeks, the weather forecast has changed about 4 times a day, every single day, and it's just been no decent weather. Now, we have got some decent weather ahead of us. The weather forecast has changed. We've got 4 hopeful dry days now, which I'll put there. Obviously, I didn't put the other clip in because from the other weather forecast from just now, but anyway. Now the field has changed. You'll see earlier in the year we topped this field and then we harrowed it and then we sprayed it off as well. Now, let me turn the camera around. Since then, and with the weather we've been having, you'll see that all these thistles have poked their heads up above the grass, which I was at the beginning of this video, I think I said, oh, nice weed-free grass, which is not actually that weed-free anymore. And as you see our young grass there, that we've sowed, that is looking all right, but yeah, a lot longer. Anyway, the weather's good and we're going to get mowing. So I'll fill you in a little bit more in a minute of what we're doing, but I'm going to get on the mower. The way I open up a field is go round clockwise 5 times and anti-clockwise once to do the edge all the way around the outside, and then I'll be going up and down. So that'll be in the main video on Machinery Nation. This is obviously on Find It, Fix It, Farm It. Max's sheep down there. They've still got grass, but it's getting to a case where we're going to need this aftergrass very, very soon. So, right, let's get cutting. So it's now the next day and all the grass is on the floor. Now, to watch me do this mowing, you'll have to subscribe to Machinery Nation because that video will be out very, very soon. But yeah, the little FPM mower done a cracking job. Now, it's quite a narrow mower. I'm used to sort of 9-foot disc mowers. Behind a slightly larger frame tractor, so that took a little bit of getting used to. So there will be some lines that I've missed, no doubt. Once this is all picked up, you'll see what we've missed. The sun is shining, as you can see. I got that nice smell of freshly cut grass. So it's time now that we're going to get the tedder on and start tedding. Again, the tedding video will be on Machinery Nation. So very exciting, very exciting. Also, don't feel great. So yeah, stressful old haymaking, eh? All good fun. And now this is the most exciting bit. Oh yes, it's going to be the first job for the 110. And it's such a shame Max is at school because he'd love to have been here to do this. Anyway, needs must, the weather is what it is. Can't get it all right. All right, let's get it started up and get the tedder hitched up. All hitched up, Mike?
All up there.
Check James, all right? We're on. So there is the beautiful FPM 6-star tedder. Ah, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Look at it. I've got to thank Farm Tech Supplies for sending this to us just so that we can play with it. We've got it behind the Sammy 110. The weather is looking good. Let's get on and ted it, and then you'll have to watch that on Machinery Nation. So it's been a couple hours since I tedded this, and you can already see it changing colour. It is starting to dry. Let's go down and have a... You can hear it. Starting to dry, but obviously in underneath it gets greener. Take another half an hour to ted this again. So as you can see, the flatter the grass gets, the drier it is. Then you need to ted it to fluff it back up again to get it to dry. So I love this, although I find it so stressful. I really do. But I love it. It's a love-hate relationship. I love hay, hay hates me. But cool, I'm gonna film a little bit tedding it this time, so you can get to watch a little bit. It's not fair, you've got to wait until the Machinery Nation video. Just not fair. So join me doing some of that. So here we are, tedding in the 110. Alex and Josh are out filming me for the main video. I'm falling in love with this tractor already. I absolutely love it. It is just beautiful. I'm going at about probably 6k, 7k, nice and slow. It is tedding beautifully. And I'll try not to drive over Josh and Alex. No, they're still living. Oh yeah, I can probably just see them behind me now. Must be what, a whole 2 acres we've got here we're doing. Big time farming. Really big time. But even, I think, like Alex had a good point the other day that, to be fair, the smaller the amount of hay you've got, the more stressful it is, because the risk is so much higher, because you can't really, it's not like you think, that's right, the next 10 acres will be fine, I'd do that to silage, which, well, we might still have to do that for the haylage yet, but it's drying nicely, so it's not too bad. We're just going around in circles at the moment as well. I'll give you a little bit of a closer look in a minute. I wish Max was here. There's a perfect passenger seat here for him to sit up in. He should be with me rather than at school. I'll give you a sneaky peek in a minute. Let's pick it up actually. I do like these linkage controls on this Sammy, because you can set where you want it to go, obviously, like you can on any tractor, but then you've just got an up and down button. Press an up button, it goes up. Press down button, it goes back down again. I've weighted a little bit on the edges. When I've done the main video, I adjusted my wheels so you could actually push the grass into the middle rather than make it go behind. And this time I haven't bothered, so now I've chucked the load out on the edge, haven't I? Typically. Never mind. This is my hardest bit now, seeing where I've been. Right, you want to see what I'm doing? We're tedding. Probably give it a few more beans actually. Give it a few more beans. There we go. What do you reckon? Any good? Looking alright, isn't it? I think so. There. Up we go again. Aha! Yes, James. You come right back round on yourself? Yes, you can. Look at this. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. A friend of mine, it's been like 14 years since I last made any hay myself. I'll go back down again now a little bit. There we go. Just want to flick it over, James. You don't need to send it into space. You see some people when they're tedding and they're going flat out about sort of 15k, making the grass go all knotty and terrible. Oh, it's got a well good wing mirror pick there as well. Can you see the wing mirror pick? Can you see that? I can't actually see if you can see that, but having a tractor with wing mirrors, that's a novelty. Right, I should have picked that up at the end of the road really, but just comes round, swings round, boom! Shouldn't do that. Should pick your tedder up straight, James, rather than pick it up as you're going around the corner, so it doesn't go boing. Tip the camera up a bit, you might be able to see a bit more then maybe. Oh, you can't see me then, that's probably not the worst thing. There we go. Looking good. I'm happy. Right, I'm going to get this finished and then I'll catch up in a minute. I hope you enjoyed that little ride along. Don't normally do that sort of thing, so now we've got a tractor that's quiet enough for me to be able to do that in. We can do more of that if that's, you know, like doing that. Going to have obviously lots of, they've got that field out there we're going to bale as well, which is actually 5-ish acres, where this is only 2-ish here. We've got obviously a nice bit of grass there actually. It's drying nicely. You can see now it's that the tedder has now kicked up a load of green stuff. I don't know if you can see that or it will focus, but there we go. And yeah, quite pleasantly surprised how all that has gone so far. I'm a little bit less stressed than I was, but I still find haymaking stressful. Wait until I see the forecast and change. The forecast has changed, but that will be another time. I know some of you are probably going, oh, if you're only doing 2 acres, why are you getting stressed about it? Well, there we are. Each to their own, eh? Each to their own. That tractor, I'm already in love with. Yeah, that's the first job she's done. So she's tethered that twice. Both times she's sat about 80 degrees on the temperature. It's always my biggest concern buying second-hand tractors is where's the temperature going to sit? Are they going to overheat? Are they going to boil or whatever? And no, 80 degrees. Just let me know if Luke's watching, if that's sort of a normal temperature for her to be at. I think that's perfect, really, myself. Doesn't smell hot, no weird noises. I couldn't, when I first tethered it, I couldn't get it into 750 on the economy for the tedder. So I done it at 540. Second time, I said to Mike, I said, oh, that tractor's not going to 750. Oh, so we come and have a look. And then I pulled it a little bit harder and it came up to the top and went into 750 absolutely fine. So yes, 540, 750 and 1000 shaft are all working perfectly. Haven't tried the ground drive yet though. That's another one to do, but yeah, very happy, very pleased and a little bit less stressed. So yeah, anyway, thank you for sharing our journey. If you like this sort of stuff, let me know. If you've got any tips or anything for haymaking, then pop them in the comments below. I try to reply to as many comments as possible. Give us a thumbs up, give us a like, and share this video with your friends if you can on whatever social media platforms, because it'd be nice to grow this channel a bit more, because I'm quite enjoy doing the vloggy side of things. And yeah, getting a bit more relaxed with it as well. So I'll say that whilst stressful haymaking. Anyway, thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Cheerio. Bye.